Hello students, now we will discuss collision in one dimension. Collision in one dimension. Consider a system of two objects of masses m1, m2. Suppose this is object of mass m1 and this is object of mass m2 moving in the same direction with velocity u1, u2 respectively. That is, mass m1 is moving with velocity u1 and mass m2 is moving with velocity u2 before collision. Before collision, if mass m1 is moving faster than mass m2, that is u1 is greater than u2, then after some time objects collide with each other. That is, object of mass m1 collide with object of mass m2. This is during the collision, and suppose v1, v2 are the velocities of masses m1, m2 respectively after collision. That is, after collision, suppose object of mass m1 is moving with velocity v1 and object of mass m2 is moving with velocity v2. After the collision, v2 greater than v1. That is, object of mass m2 is moving faster than object of mass m1. Then, according to law of conservation of linear momentum, final momentum of the colliding objects after collision is equal to initial momentum of the colliding object before collision. That is, m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Let it be equation number 1. Now, if E be the coefficient of restitution, then by definition, the ratio of velocity of separation of the colliding objects after collision to the velocity of approaching of the colliding object before collision is called coefficient of restitution and is given by E is equal to v2 minus v1 upon u1 minus u2, or v2 minus v1 is equal to E into u1 minus u2. Let it be equation number 2. From equation number 2, v2 minus v1 is equal to E into u1 minus u2. This is equation number 2. From this equation, we get v2 is equal to v1 plus E into u1 minus u2. Put this value in equation number 1. So we get m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. This is the equation number 1. Now put the value of v2. So we get m1 v1 plus m2 into v1 plus E into u1 minus u2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. In the left hand side, opening the bracket, we get M1 V1 plus M2 V2 plus E into M2 U1 minus E into M2 U2. This is equal to M1 U1 plus M2 U2. Now by rearranging, M1 V1 plus M2 V1, this become equal to M1 U1 minus E into M2 U1. That is taking the term plus E into M2 U1 from left hand side to right hand side plus M2 U2 plus E into M2 U2. That is taking minus E into M2 U2 from left hand side to right hand side. Now in the left hand side, V1 is common. So we get M1 plus M2 within the bracket into V1. This is equal to M1 minus E into M2 into U1. That is taking U1 common plus 1 plus E into M2 U2 common. Now dividing the equation by M1 plus M2, so we get V1 is equal to M1 minus E into M2 into U1 upon M1 plus M2 plus 1 plus E into M2 U2 upon M1 plus M2. So this is the value of V1, that is velocity of mass M1 after the collision. Let it be equation number 3. Again from equation number 2, this is equation number 2, we get V1 is equal to V2 minus E into U1 minus U2. Now put this value in equation number 1. So we get M1 V1 plus M2 V2 is equal to M1 U1 plus M2 U2. This is equation number 1. So putting the value of V1, so we get M1 into V2 minus E into U1 minus U2 plus M2 V2. This is equal to M1 U1 plus M2 U2. Now open the bracket in left hand side. So we get M1 V2 minus E into M1 U1 minus into minus become plus E into M1 U2 plus M2 V2 is equal to M1 U1 plus M2 U2. Now by rearranging, so we get M1 V2 plus M2 V2. This is equal to M1 U1 plus E into M1 U1 plus M2 U2 minus E into M1 U2. In the left hand side, V2 is common. So we get M1 plus M2 into V2. This is equal to 1 plus E into M1 U1, as M1 U1 is common from first two term, plus M2 minus E into M1 into U2. That is, U2 is common from last two term. Now dividing by M1 plus M2, so we get V2 is equal to 1 plus E into M1 U1 upon M1 plus M2 plus M2 minus E into M1 into U2 upon M1 plus M2. So this is the value of V2, velocity of object mass M2 after the collision. Let it be equation number 4. Now, therefore, velocity of the colliding objects after collision is given by V1 is equal to M1 minus E into M2 into U1 upon M1 plus M2 plus 1 plus E into M2 U2 upon M1 plus M2. This is the equation number 3, and V2 is equal to 1 plus E into M1 U1 whole upon M1 plus M2 plus M2 minus E into M1 into U2 upon M1 plus M2. This is the value of V2, velocity of object of mass M2 after collision, and this is equation number 4. Now, for perfectly elastic collision, E is equal to 1, that is coefficient of restitution is equal to 1. So put E is equal to 1 in the above equations. So we get, therefore V1 is equal to M1 minus 1 into M2 into U1 upon M1 plus M2 plus 1 plus 1 into M2 U2 upon M1 plus M2. This implies V1 is equal to M1 minus M2 upon M1 plus M2 into U1 plus 1 plus 1 become 2. So it becomes 2M2 upon M1 plus M2 into U2. So this is the velocity of object of mass M1 after collision for perfectly elastic collision, and V2 is equal to 1 plus 1 into M1 U1 upon M1 plus M2 plus M2 minus 1 into M1 into U2 upon M1 plus M2. This implies V2 is equal to 1 plus 1 become 2. It become equal to 2 M1 upon M1 plus M2 into U1 plus M2 minus M1 upon M1 plus M2 into U2. So this is the velocity of mass M2 after collision in perfectly elastic collision. So these are the velocity of colliding objects after collision in case of perfectly elastic collision. Now second case, for perfectly inelastic collision, E is equal to 0. That is coefficient of restitution is equal to 0. So putting E is equal to 0 in the above equation, Therefore, V1 is equal to M1 minus 0 into M2 into U1 whole upon M1 plus M2 plus 1 plus 0 into M2 U2 upon M1 plus M2. Now solving this implies V1 is equal to M1 upon M1 plus M2 into U1 plus M2 upon M1 plus M2 into U2. So this is the velocity of object of mass M1 after collision in perfectly inelastic collision, and V2 is equal to 1 plus 0 into M1 U1 upon M1 plus M2 plus M2 minus 0 into M1 into U2 upon M1 plus M2. Now again solving this implies V2 is equal to M1 upon M1 plus M2 into U1 plus M2 upon M1 plus M2 into U2. So these are the velocities of colliding objects after collision in perfectly inelastic collision. Now, therefore, for perfectly inelastic collision, these two equations shows that V1 is equal to V2. That is, in case of perfectly inelastic collision, the velocity of the colliding object become equal after the collision. That is, after collision, in perfectly elastic collision, the objects combine with each other. So these are the velocities of the colliding object after collision for different types of collision. So thank you very much.